What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned into my review of the Naruto Shippuden Manga issue 619 entitled Possessed by Evil, or The Clan Possessed by Evil. Now, this is a really interesting chapter. It starts off with Sasuke talking to Sarutobi, asking him why he sent Itachi out there to basically wipe out the clan. That was not really something that we didn't know about. Sarutobi basically tells Sasuke that, Itachi was a gifted individual. He was very sensitive to the seals, and we entrusted everything that dealt with Konoha to Itachi. So, he was our number one guy, and he joined up with Akatsuki, and that's basically it. He was a spy, but we knew all that. There was nothing really new there. So Sarutobi can get excused. Get the fuck out of here. Bye. What we didn't know was about this curse. And that comes in when Tobirama starts to explain exactly what it is. And that's when an Uchiha member experiences love. Experiences love, right? Then they actually lose the person who they care about so much. And after they experience the loss of love, depending on their hatred or what the situation was that caused that loss, their eye changes, and basically chakra sprouts from the brain and goes down to the optical senses, and it sends off a signal to actually change the eye. Hence the Sharingan being born, and that was really cool to hear. So that an Uchiha member has to experience love, and then lose that love. And that actually awakens the Sharingan. It was basically told to us more in details because we just see here that, the Sharingan awakens maybe under anger and whatnot. Which is sort of the case here because Tobirama goes into more detail where he says, it's the anger that actually changes the shape. So that he basically says, that's what happened to Madara, and that's why Madara's eye changed, and the hatred for the loss of his brother actually made him even more powerful. Hence, the changing into Mangekyo from regular Sharingan. So that was really cool to find out here. And you also begin to see sort of the Hokage's personalities. The first is actually a laid-back Hokage. He isn't as stern as what I thought he would be, and really strict. He's lovable, and he actually didn't really hold any hostility towards the Uchiha clan. His brother, Tobirama, actually is the one who looks more prejudiced against the Uchiha clan than anything else. Like, he really doesn't like the Uchiha clan, even though, he explains that, they really have a strong presence of love, but that's also their weakness, or what awakens the evil inside of them, because it turns it awakens the Sharingan, but also the hatred increases, which sort of makes them run, wild. So again, those two characters are really funny. Hashirama is actually a really interesting character, especially since he's laid back, and he was also like, well, who's Minato? And they're like, well, Minato's the fourth. He's like, what? Oh my God, there's a fourth Hokage? And then they're like, well, who's the fifth? And they're like, well, that's your granddaughter. He's like, oh crap, is the village safe? And he also goes into detail about explaining that he really spoiled her, and he taught her the gambling ways that she picked up on later on in life. So it was really cool to see Hashirama and Tobirama's attitudes and their mind frames and mindsets. What the main thing right now is Sasuke really going to come out of this fighting for Konoha or for himself? And right now it doesn't look like he's really budging. The manga issue actually ended with him asking Hashirama, what is the village? What was the reason for creating the village? And what is the reason that shinobi are actually around? So I'm really interested in finding out Hashirama's answers and see him go into more detail, especially since, of course, he is the descendant of the Sage of Six Paths. Same for the Uchiha clan leaders. So, yeah, again, all in all, great chapter. Waiting to see what Sasuke does out of this, what comes out of this and where Sasuke goes. Waiting to see more of what the Hokages are actually going to play, like what role they're going to actually play in this war. And that's basically it. All in all, great chapter. Read it. You'll love it. You get to find out more about the Sharingan and the Uchiha clan, and Yeah, great chapter. Again, this is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.